Hi everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Today is a Friday sews video, which is a weekly catch up of sewing and bits and pieces and, well, just that really, just random things, random stuff. And so let's start off being random. I bought myself a mug. Well, I say I bought myself. When it was my birthday, I asked my husband to give me some nice mugs and I sent him a link. And this is the one I picked. It's from Anthropology and it has this nice little nose on it. And I thought, oh, that would look nice when I'm filming, have a nice sip. But listen to it. It's stoneware and it's so rough round the top. There's no way I'm going to drink out of it. So at the minute, I've got a tape measure in it. So I'm not sure. I think it looks quite nice just like next to my sewing machine. But I suppose I could use pots to put like some pens or I don't know, something like that. Do you have sort of random pots and things like that on your desk? Or is that just me? Oh, the cat! The cat! If you've been following me for a while, every time I try and film, generally the cat wants in or he wants out. He went out and now he wants in. Hang on a sec, let me just get him in. So, sewing. I haven't done any sewing this, well, I say I haven't done, since Monday I haven't done any sewing, but I did do some sewing at the weekend. Now, I still haven't filmed my February makes. It was so cold this week at the weekend, and this is like a spring summer make, and I was just too cold to be bothered to tidy a corner of the house for a start, make sure the washing machine wasn't blaring out, and put something thin on because I was just cozied up in something warm. So that will be coming at some point. If it isn't, then I'll just combine it and do a mammoth one for February, March. Although March may not be that mammoth. Anyway, I made the Sew Over It Florence dress, which I've been working on for a while, but I had two things to finish. One where a t-shirt hadn't quite caught on the overlocker and it needed overlocking by about that much, but I had the wrong colour threads in my overlocker. And so I was going to change it and then I thought it was literally like 2 inches I needed to do, just whip through the overlocker. But yeah, I just thought, you know what, no one's going to see. So it was navy thread and it needed to be a grey, but I just whizzed that through and it was literally 10 seconds. But it's been sat in the conservatory on my to-do pile for ages. And the other to-do pile was this. So the sleeves originally for this Florence dress are a funny length. So they're not 3/4 length, but they're not like wrist length either. So sorry, I'm just waving it around. So these sleeves are like right down here. So I shortened them to just like in the crook of my arm, where my elbow is. And it looked really sort of frumpy, so I just kept chopping and chopping and chopping, and I've ended up with this. So I've ended up with a sort of shortest. Oh, the cat. Hey, it's the cat. Do you want to sit there? Oh, right, hang on. Sit there then. Honestly. Oh, he wants out again. He's my daughter's cat and he drives us crazy. He's my 3rd child. Hang on. Okay, cat obviously came, we don't have a cat flap, so he obviously came in for some food and then went out again. And I also just looked back at that footage and I think that I've caught my sleeve in, I think we had macaroni cheese tin. I think I've caught it in food and on cooking. I'm like, oh no, it's all grubby, but if I change my top, it's not gonna be, what do you call it? Oh, you know when when you see a movie and you can tell they've like cut the scene and then, you know, like the actress's hair is all out of place and then suddenly it's all neat and tidy, the sort of consistency. Or that famous scene in Notting Hill where Julia Roberts' character comes down the stairs and she puts that coat on in a hurry and the hood's all puffed inside out, and then the next thing you know, she's like comes out of the bedroom and it's all sorted again. You just think, well, no, I just think if I change my top, it's going to look really odd. So I have to sort of like scrunch my sleeve up to cover it. So I'm sorry, this will be going in the laundry basket. I think this is a February make actually, so maybe it is kind of showing you a February make. Anyway, I'm sorry, a lot of waffle today. Back to Florence dress, shortened the sleeve and I chopped off, haven't got it with me, I chopped off about this much, good like 4 inches or so off the bottom to try and hit it at knee length. And I got my chalk hem marker out, which is a bit it's made really bad, but it's quite a useful gadget because one of the rubber feet, or it's plastic, it comes off. It needs like super gluing on, otherwise it's wonky. And the whole point of that is that it's supposed to give you a level measure of a chalk line, so you can then cut it off. I have done a video about my chalk marker, and I'll put the I'll put a link down in the description box below if you want to know what on earth I'm talking about. But yeah, because obviously everyone has different posture in the way they stand, if you just got like a garment and went, oh, I'll just chop off 2 inches, obviously some people sort of slouch forward and things, so sometimes you don't need to cut off as much from, say, like the back to the front or that kind of thing. So this one, you set it at a level and then you turn around and it'll go obviously according to your posture. So when you stand there, no matter if you're slouching or you're standing upright, you'll get a level hem. Anyway, the other alteration I made to the Florence dress is that I put a belt loop on either side because I ordered a brown belt to go with it to cinch it in. It is elasticated waist, but I didn't pull the elastic too tight because I found when I made a muslin and I raised my arms and then down, the dress stays up really high, so I had to loosen off the elastic so that the dress would move up and down, but so it didn't look like or feel like I was wearing maternity wear. I got a belt, so it looks a lot nicer on than it is just like slouched on here. But I did use my shell buttons, the ones I got from Textile Garden. And I think they're the kind of buttons, because they're very thin, but they won't be the sort that pop open, because I've had chunkier buttons before and it's like they all pop open there. It's a nightmare. Anyway, so, and I also made 3 t-shirts with my first fabric that I showed you last week. I had 3 separate meters and I made all 3 into Lark t-shirts, Lark tees by Grainline Studio, and I've worn all 3, so they're all in the laundry basket. Wore them to work this week and they were really nice, and the black with the yellow stripe was really soft, and I think that would make a really nice dress. Anyway, I do have some fabric to show you. Now, I ordered from Andrea Beyond the Pink Door, and I think possibly this was a small bit of my birthday money. I can't even remember now. I just got carried away watching her YouTube live and thought, oh, I need to have some of that because I've seen it before. This is a linen. I don't know if they call it a textured linen, but it's quite weighty. It's almost skirt weight, but I've bought it for a shirt because I think if I have this as a skirt, let me just show you. So the sort of spotlights I've got in the conservatory are sort of like beaming off it. But it's a really nice fabric. It does have quite a good drape. And I thought if I make that into a skirt, I might struggle with trying to match something to go on the top. Whereas if I have this as a shirt, it's easier to wear like a more neutral bottom half, like navy or that kind of thing. So I've also ordered some green needle cord. And it's quite a fine needle cord. Let me just show you. So it's olive. This is an olive green. That's probably the best there. And I thought, I mean, it's not an exact match, but I thought this as a skirt with this as the, oh, hang on. I thought that they would go quite nicely together. Now with this, I have looked at the, you know, like the camp collar, camp style collar, like the open neck sort of blouse shirts. Something like the Sew Over It Libby, but that's very short. I need to lengthen that. And I've heard, I don't know whether I've read mixed reviews about the collar instructions on that. But then I've got to be careful that I don't look like somebody's granny. So I just wonder whether it was a bit more modern, having like this, the collar stand and having a proper collar on it, but short sleeves. So there is one by Hey June handmade, but it has like a cuff on it, and I think that'll be too bulky on the sleeve. So I am looking for ideas. There is obviously the Cali shirt by Closet Core Patterns, but it looks quite oversized. So the short one is too short, and obviously the long one is too long because it's a dress. So I need an in-between, but I think I don't like really oversized. I like them to have a bit more of a fit, otherwise I feel like I'm wearing a tent or like pajamas or something. So I'm asking for help, please. If you can put a comment in the box down below of any patterns that you can recommend for a short sleeve shirt with a collar, I would really appreciate it, because I've sort of scoured around and I can't really find what I want. So with the green also, so I've got 3 fabrics from her, so also with the green, I then got this cotton jersey, and I think it actually goes quite nicely with the green. Now let me see, I'm making sure it's not inside out. It's really bright, and I just think, now I've got some green Adidas, like white Adidas trainers with the green stripes. Someone said green goes with so much stuff, so I was like, oh, right, green is the way to go. So, what do you think? I think that says spring, don't you? Spring, summer, nice green skirt, nice tee, pair of trainers. Now I'm either going to make another I never said I am Jack, so that's the raincoat. I am Patterns, I am Julie skirt, which is the asymmetric wrap skirt that I made the navy one in last week. So I'm either going to make another one of those, or I have got the Fiore pattern by Closet Core Patterns, and I think that needs 2 meters, and I've got 2 meters. So that's wrap style, but it's more A-line. There are a few variations on that, but I'll probably go with the wrap style because it's just a waist. I think that, yeah, green and pink. So they are my fabrics that I got this week. I did buy some patterns as well. I haven't physically got them. I'm having a bit of an issue with one of them though, but I really like them. It's just that I've ordered some patterns from Schnittchen pattern. It's a German company, and in my head, my sense of humour, I'm sort of doing a really bad like German accent, like you'd hear like on the British comedy Hello Hello. In my head that's how I'm saying it, so I have to be careful how I actually say it. I can't really pronounce it, so I'll put it on the screen. Now they have, I went into Google and I looked for a knee length coat, I think it was, lined coat. A lot of trek, because I thought I want a coat for spring. I've got a raincoat, but I don't want to wear a raincoat every time I go out, and I've got a denim jacket. But I do feel I need like an in-between type coat, and by making my denim jacket and my raincoat, I've had so much wear out of both of those. The raincoat is my most worn item probably in the last year, definitely like me made garments, and that will last for ages as well. So I thought actually a coat is the way to go. So I'll pop it on screen. It's the Tilda jacket, and I just like the styling they did in the photo and just the general style of the coat. Now I didn't realise until I purchased the pattern that I couldn't find the finished measurements, so I have emailed them about that. And I also bought a hoodie. It's like a pack of patterns for children's, teens and men, and then if you buy that one you can buy an add-on for women for like a reduced price. So I bought that bundle, and then if you sign up to their newsletter, if you haven't signed up already, so if you sign up to their newsletter, you get 50% off your first order. So I got, you know, all those patterns for half price. The issue I'm having is that the hoodie pattern for women says it goes up to size 46, but when I've had to look at the pattern pieces, I can only see lines for up to size 44. So I have emailed them 3 times now and messaged them through Instagram asking where the missing size is or what's going on, and do they have the finished measurements for the coat. So they haven't got back to me. It's been less than a week, so I think I'll wait until next week, and then so it's just it's a minor irritation, but they might just be really busy or short-staffed, you know. I don't know the situation. I've never bought from them before. I don't know. I initially heard of them through the Fold line. They've got a very long length bomber style jacket, and that's on the Fold line's website, but these other patterns are on the Schnittchens. The cat is back again. Oh, and I would just leave him, except he's going to be like meowing. Anyway, so yes, I'm waiting to hear back, and I will keep you in touch with that, because if it just turns out there was a missing file or something like that, I'm really looking forward to making not necessarily a hoodie, but like a sweatshirt pattern. I'm wearing the Simplicity sort of version of the toaster sweater. It is very oversized, it's quite big. I could easily size down in this, so I think I will make a slightly smaller one. My daughter actually wanted, I mean, I have made for her in the past, and then she hasn't actually worn what I've made her, which is a bit irritating. But she wanted like a sweatshirt without the hood on, and what we ended up ordering from H&M for her is actually very similar to these kind of patterns. But so she wants it nice and baggy and loose. So if I can make an older version for teens, that might fit her. But she's at that funny age, she's 10, where she's sort of at the top end of kids patterns. She's like too big for kids patterns, but too small for the smallest adult pattern. You know, like everything would be too long and too, it is that funny. And I remember being that sort of age and my mum just going around the shops going, there's like nothing for that age. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for girls or boys that kind of pre-teen age as well of any good patterns, that might be good. If not, even if it's just like pyjamas or something like that. So they are my patterns. So I really want to get going on the coat. So I might get some supplies in. I've decided that I might buy myself a gift card to a fabric shop, just so any birthday money that I had doesn't get spent on grocery shopping. And I actually, if I've got a gift card, then it's paid for. Otherwise it sits in my bank. It will just go on like a food shop or something, and that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? That is mum life, isn't it? Any other mums out there or dads out there? Yeah, it's just what happens. So yeah, so that is all that sewing stuff. I was back at work, so yeah, it's Thursday, so I was back at work on Monday. That's all gone okay. I am wearing my mask for longer each day than what I did initially in September, so I am finding it as like, oh, quite tight on my ears as well. So I think I need to make some with a bigger elastic on them. But yeah, it does mean I'm a bit limited on time at certain times of day, daylight hours, shall we say, for getting uploads done. So I hope that maybe I've shown you some ideas for fabrics and patterns, and obviously if you have any ideas about that shirt one, or you just want to tell me what you've been up to this week. I haven't started on my frugal frocks yet because I was too cold and I couldn't face making summy dresses, so I don't know. Has anyone else made a start on theirs yet? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you again next week, hopefully.